Before we start the video, we want to give our condolences to friends, family, and acquaintances who have gone through any kind of loss due to this tragedy. Bridges collapsing seems to be a common happening in the world around us at the moment, where some were blasted with an intent of destruction due to a war. A few crumbled shockingly in spite of the hard labor put into for not just building them, but rebuilding them. But what exactly went wrong in the Gujarat bridge, which was supposed to stay strong for a supposed 8 to 10 more years, that led to this unexpected horror that led to the death of over 200 people? Was the incident a real accident or a mistake that could have been prevented? It might come across as shocking to you, but the bridge under scrutiny today was actually built hundreds of years ago during the British Raj in the 19th century in India. The Morbi Bridge was a 230-meter long, 1.25-meter wide pedestrian suspension bridge over the Machchhu River, which connected the districts of Mahaprabhuji and Samakantha. In spite of the exact dates of the bridge's construction being unknown, locals suggest that it was built in the 1880s by Waghji Thakore, the local king. For decades, the bridge has been a popular tourist attraction in the riverside town, whose cobblestone streets carry the architectural legacy of colonial rule. The bridge seemed to be unsafe for public use and was recently handed over to a toll bridge by the Morbi municipality. A contract was signed with the Morbi-based private trust Oreva. The company, which is very famously known for making clocks, took over the maintenance and operations of the bridge on the 7th of March 2022. But the relationship between the Morbi Bridge and Oreva isn't a recent one. Previously associated in a 15-year contract with Oreva's flagship company, Ajanta Manufacturing Private Limited, the relationship between Oreva and Morbi had begun ever since 2008. The agreement covered the maintenance and management of the bridge as well. The toll bridge was finally reopened on the 26th of October 2022 on the occasion of the Gujarat New Year, after being closed for repairs and renovation for 6 months. However, what was supposed to be a happy and joyous New Year Day ended up being dreadful in all our calendars. To everybody's surprise, the safe bridge collapsed in front of everyone's eyes just 4 days after its grand opening. On the dawn of the 30th of October at around 6:30 a.m., the Morbi Bridge, which had around 200 people walking in them, fell down to shambles. The passengers had been on the bridge across the Machchhu River in the town of Morbi. According to the disturbing figures released this Wednesday, more than 1/4 of the deaths due to the collapse were of children. Approximately 54 kids were dead, and most of them were under 10 years old. The painful news revealed that the youngest among the victims was a 2-year-old baby boy. At least 141 people were confirmed to be dead, and more than 180 were rescued. A lot of individuals are still claimed missing. A huge proportion of the victims were teenagers, women, and elderly. The tragedy evoked massive emotions in the masses as a 36-second video clip shared by the Morbi District Administration via CNN affiliate News 18 showed a large crowd of young men gathering on the bridge moments before it completely collapsed. The video appears to show some of the men trembling from the bridge from side to side before the configuration gives way, tumbling the people standing on it into the river. So what exactly happened for the bridge to break so soon after its long renovation? Gujarat Home Minister Harsh Sanghavi said on October 31st that a cable on the bridge had snapped, which had resulted in the sorrowful event. But how did the cable snap so easily? Certain sources suggest that the bridge was overused and overcapacitated. At the time of the disaster, it is speculated that there could have been anywhere around 500 people using the structure, which is hugely exceeding its official capacity of 125. Images of rescue and recovery operations showed the walkway had divided at its midpoint, with some pieces still hanging from snapped cables. A survivor recorded to the press that there were so many people on the bridge that they couldn't even move when the structure was falling down. Some of the victims were crushed by pieces of the bridge. Bothering photos from the aftermath of the disaster show people gathering on the riverbank beside the mangled metalled walkway, which hung at a sharp angle into the water. Some of the survivors and witnesses of the deadly incident described scenes of chaos. People were hanging from the bridge after the accident, but they slipped and fell into the river when it collapsed. Raju, a witness who gave only one name, told Reuters, "I could not sleep the entire night as I had helped in the rescue operation. I brought a lot of children to the hospital." Narendra Singh Jadeja, whose friend lost 7 members of his family, including 4 children, told Reuters, "I cannot express how angry and helpless I am feeling." After watching so far, the incident seems like an honest mistake that just happened, due to inescapable circumstances, doesn't it? But the story of the Morbi Bridge collapse is as crooked and messed up as its construction, and there's a lot more than what meets the eye. Let's discover why. For starters, the bridge was reopened earlier than planned. The structure was only supposed to be opened on the 31st of October, but was hurriedly opened for a publicity stunt on Diwali. Adding on to this, the required certificates of fitness from the local civic authorities were not fulfilled before the inauguration. But what makes us filled with anger is the comments of the chief officer of the municipality regarding this. After agreeing in the contract for repairs after the 2001 earthquake, he said that the private firm responsible for the renovations through the bridge opened to visitors without notifying us, and therefore they weren't able to get a safety audit of the bridge conducted. It is true that the bridge did have an exceeding number of passengers in them during its downfall, but a forensic report presented in court also said that the bridge's cables were rusted. These weren't replaced during the renovation and could not withstand the weight of the replaced flooring. As the case is dealt deeper, more and more shocking facts and stories reveal themselves. Thus, to get to the root of the issue, a 5-person special investigation committee has been established to investigate the incident. Along with this, search and recovery operations by hundreds of personnel from state and national disaster relief teams and the Indian military are also ongoing. So far, 9 people have been arrested and are being investigated for blameworthy homicide charges. All of the suspects are associated with the owner and renovator of the bridge, Oriva Companies. Among the 9 arrested are 2 managers, 2 ticket clerks, 2 contractors, and 3 security guards. According to senior police officer Ashok Kumar Yadav, the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, said, "Went to Morbi, which witnessed the horrific bridge mishap, met the bereaved families and extended condolences. I visited the site of the tragedy and went to the hospital where the injured are recovering," Modi tweeted after visiting a local hospital. The Chief Minister's office of Gujarat tweeted that Modi had assured them of all possible assistance from the government. Families of the victims are promised to receive compensation from the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel also said that the state government would provide the equivalent of about $5,000 in compensation per family of the deceased and about $600 each for the injured. World leaders have paid tribute to the victims and their families in the wake of the tragedy. U.S. President Joe Biden sent his condolences to those who lost loved ones during the collapse. Today, our hearts are with India. Jill and I send our deepest condolences to the families who lost loved ones during the bridge collapse and join the people of Gujarat in mourning the loss of too many lives cut short, Biden said in a statement Monday. The United States and India are indispensable partners with deep bonds between our citizens. In this difficult hour, we will continue to stand with and support the Indian people. China's President Xi Jinping also expressed his sympathies to Modi. On behalf of the Chinese government and the Chinese people, I would like to express our deep condolences to the victims and extend our sincere sympathy to their families and the injured, Xi said. The cremations of the victims are expected to begin on the 1st of November. The dreadful incident will remain as a stain in the books of Gujarat history, as it marked the loss of innocent and young lives due to selfish, careless, and greedy needs. Hopefully, a stricter set of rules and regulations and a thorough check on the same will prevent the occurrence of such painful incidents. We hope all the souls we lost due to these incidents rest in peace. And that's it for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family. What do you think about the tragedy with this bridge? Please let us know in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specifically selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.